This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. I'm Jeremy Scheidt.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day so far. Still kind of spitting outside when you walked in, Brent?
It was a little bit, yeah, when I showed up, I don't know, was it 7 o'clock? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, it was a little bit, not doing much, but yeah, a few little missed spots on the windshield.
Nothing really measurable yet, I didn't think.
Yeah.
At least I didn't walk out in it to measure it, so we'll hope it wasn't measurable. It had to have just started because last I checked was about 20 after 6, and it still wasn't really raining.
Yeah.
So
I never ran my windshield wipers coming out here.
Oh, there you go.
If that means
that's
anything.
a good gauge.
So,
how was your drive back from Stewart yesterday and your drive to? I know it wasn't really the way that we wanted the outcome to go for our area team, the Ansley Litchfield Spartans, but what's that drive like? I can't say I've ever driven to Stewart.
It's a good 2 hour. It's about 2 hour drive. But yeah, I just the way I went anyway, just hopped on 183 and drove north.
There you go.
So there's that. I don't know how other people feel. I know many people have made that trip that direction, but boy, it just seems like that stretch between Taylor and Bassett just I think it's only like 58 miles in that stretch, but boy, it just seems like it takes forever to get from Taylor to Bassett. Maybe it's just me.
It can feel that way.
It can a little bit, but as a great trip. I want to say a big thank you to the Loy family. I went over and talked to Tim Loy a little bit, and they gave me a piece of, I believe it was candy corn fudge.
Oh, my.
Now, I don't know who made this.
Yeah, was it at the concession stand or was it snuck in?
No, I think it was from someone with the Ansley Litchfield fan base who had made it, I think.
Okay.
But, oh my goodness. That was awesome.
Were you able to get to sleep last night, or was it? I'm guessing it wasn't sugar-free.
No, I got to sleep just fine.
Okay.
Yes. And thank you for signing on this morning, by the way. The extra hour of sleep was greatly appreciated.
Yeah, well, it went smoothly, and as I understand, we're broadcasting just fine on both stations, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 is making it through the breakfast show without messing anything up too terribly. But
you're going to be fine.
Messing it up is almost just part of it.
It's kind of become part of the show over the years. So, but yeah, Jeremy's in the captain's chair today. Jeremy's running the show, and I got to be honest, it feels really good to be back in the wingman seat.
Does it?
So, yeah.
Yeah. I thought about changing that chair out. It gets the most use out of the 4, but then I'd always feel bad about giving it to one of our guests. I don't know. It just doesn't fit my rear end as well as it does your. I don't know. It's been you sitting in that seat for so long. The days that I sit there, it just hurts.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to that. I really don't. I don't know.
The one thing I didn't grab out was school lunch menus. Should we grab those out?
Yeah,
I've got half of them over here.
Yep, your half should be sitting right there for you, and I've got my half over here.
Okay, we'll start with the Prairie Pioneer Center. Remember to call by 9 a.m. to let them know that you will be wanting a meal at the Prairie Pioneer Center today. Swedish meatballs, noodles, green beans, fruit, and bread.
I will say that thank goodness for Larry Cotner. I called Larry. I had trouble. I've never done a broadcast from the Stewart School, so I didn't really know where to go. So I did that whole thing where you say, talk to your phone, and you say, take me to.
Sure.
And so I did that, take me to Stewart Public Schools. And then it does that whole thing, it like talks to you. And it says, so I'm coming into Stewart, it says, turn here. So I turn, and I keep going, and I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. And all of a sudden, I keep going. Next thing I know, I'm off the pavement. I'm on dirt
Oh, no.
for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you have arrived at your destination.
And you're nowhere?
And I was at the cemetery.
Oh, no. Well, you just gave all 3 steps of what it's like to get lost. Step number 1 is this doesn't feel right.
Yes.
Step number 2 is hit a dirt road. And
Yes.
step number 3 is being told that you've arrived when you clearly haven't.
Yes. So I got on the phone. Larry, where's the school? And Larry, bless his heart, was able to direct me. So
This is
got there good.
It's been a big
So
week for you. Earlier this week, you discovered the beauty of Bluetooth.
yeah,
And now you tried navigation, albeit you failed at it.
unsuccessfully.
But,
Yes,
Yeah, big week for you.
it was kind of. Yeah, my girls would be really proud. If my girls are listening, they're really proud of their dad right now to think that he talked into his phone to get directions. And I will say, I hooked up the phone on the way home to listen to the Phillies and Diamondbacks game
Wow.
coming home.
Look at you go.
Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. It was a solid signal on my phone, like all the way to Taylor. I couldn't believe it. I figured
Nice.
I'd be
Well, yeah,
dumping in and out of
drop
it,
it
but
sometime.
but never did.
Wow.
So anyway,
Good.
what were we doing again? School
School lunch menus,
Okay, thank
yeah.
you. School lunch menus at Arnold today is showing spaghetti and garlic toast at Arnold Public Schools.
At Ansley today, they are having pork steak.
At Callaway today, it looks like popcorn chicken bowls on the lunch menu at Callaway.
At Litchfield, nachos and churros.
Sandhills Public School in Dunning, popcorn chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn at Sandhills.
At Thedford today, chicken strips, wild rice, broccoli, a veggie and fruit bar, as well as milk.
All right, lunch menu today. And if I can hang on, I got to go to the front page of this to find. This is Broken Bow Middle and High School, showing made fresh beef chili today at Broken Bow, a hot dog, grilled chicken deli wrap, fresh baked combo sub, and my wing station with breadstick. Your lunch choices at Broken Bow today.
At Gothenburg today, your made fresh beef enchilada lasagna, made fresh beef chili, hot dog, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub, made fresh buffalo ranch pizza, cottage cheese and fruit platter, or an Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter, vegetables, fruit, desserts, and milk as well.
Loup City Public Schools today showing a grilled cheese sandwich or Italian dunkers on the menu today at Loup City.
At Sumner Eddyville Miller, oh no, it's in the staple groove.
Oh, I hate that.
Don't you hate that? You staple a paper. Okay. Scallop potatoes and ham.
Well done. Cozad today, some of their choices are showing chicken patty with hot roll, meatloaf with hot roll, or club stacker, some of the choices at Cozad today.
At Sargent today, runza or pig in the blanket, chips, baked beans, fruit cup, milk, and salad bar.
And Selma today, made fresh beef chili, hot dog, Uncrustable cheese and cracker platter at Anselmo Myrna.
All right, and that's all I've got. That's all yours?
No, that's all mine, yeah.
Okay. Today is national. This is quite the subject to bring up after the school lunch menus, which are usually very healthy and, nutritious foods more often than not. It's National Greasy Foods Day today.
Aha. All right.
You a Greasy Foods fan?
Well, yes. Yeah, I kind of like eating the greasy foods. Sometimes they don't like me all that well, but I kind of like greasy food now and again. Who doesn't?
My follow-up question to that is, should I ask, what is your favorite? Because the fair and greasy food kind of go hand in hand.
Oh.
So what's your favorite fair food, or what's your guilty pleasure when it comes to food? You know, what's your favorite greasy food?
Man, you put me on the spot here.
And if you say fried something, I want to know the specific food that you like fried, because there's all kinds of options.
I'll just I do enjoy good, real hot, greasy French fries.
Just some good old French fries.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a funnel cake guy myself.
Funnel cakes are good.
Or just a good fried Snickers bar.
See, I've never really dabbled in the fried food stuff at, say, the state fair.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had the fried Twinkie. Never had that. Fried Snickers bar. Never had that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I try to, each year I go to the fair, which isn't every year, but I try to do a different fried food each time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. They're getting kind of odd with some of them. Was it like a fried banana? That wasn't all that bad.
Mm.
And then at least the middle's good for you, I guess, even though it's caked in fat.
Yeah. Well, it makes you feel better anyway.
Americans eat about 13 billion greasy hamburgers a year. To make you feel good this morning. That's enough to circle the earth 32 times. And Chick-fil-A sells nearly 1.7 billion chicken nuggets every year. That's more than 5 nuggets for every single American every year. It's a lot of chicken nuggets.
Yes.
You want to play the game?
Sure. Yep.
Speaking of great, delicious food, it's Pig in a Blanket Day, right?
It is, yeah. A chance to win a certificate to get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza here in Broken Bow. We're asking some Halloween-type questions this week. What creature from Greek mythology is a humanoid monster with snakes for hair and can turn people into stone with her gaze? Was it... I'm just going to give you 3 choices here. Was it Artemis, Medusa, or Siren? What creature from Greek mythology is a humanoid monster with snakes for hair and can turn people into stone with her gaze? Your choices are Artemis, Medusa, or Siren. If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Jason is a big fan of Runza's Spicy Jack Burger.
With jalapenos.
Why are you saying jalapenos like that?
I pronounce it like it is. Fast and spicy. Jalapeno.
Well, it also has pepper jack cheese, bacon, and ranch.
Not just ranch.
Oh, come on.
Jalapeno ranch. So spicy.
Stop into Runza today and try the Spicy Jack Burger. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day. All right, a Halloween question today. Charlene is on the line. Good morning, Charlene.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Well, I haven't been up long enough to know for sure.
All right. Well, hopefully we can help you out by winning you a pig in a blanket. Here's Brent.
All right, Charlene, what creature from Greek mythology is a humanoid monster with snakes for hair and can turn people into stone with her gaze? Is it Artemis, Medusa, or Siren?
It's Medusa.
Yes, of course it is. Way to go. And because you've answered correctly, Charlene, we've got a certificate that's going to get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesday at Runza here in Broken Bow. So just come on out and see us when you can, and we'll have your certificate ready for you.
All righty. Thank you very much.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks, Charlene. All right, there we go. We've got ourselves a winner. The breakfast show with me in the captain seat's going well so far.
That's going fantastic. You're doing a great
I
job.
was so nervous about not having a winner, and we've got a winner.
Yeah.
Giving away a prize.
Mm-hmm. We got through the school lunch menus without too much trouble.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Speaking of prizes,
Yes.
there's a stack of some things that I want to try to give away in front of you. This is a prize that we have several of that I've had on my desk since we went on our Knee Knocker Woods remote. Now, we gave away several different pairs on Facebook of tickets to get into Knee Knocker Woods. But these, I believe, these are discount tickets?
Yeah, these are, it looks like all of these setting here will get you $2 off admission. So this isn't a free ticket to get in, but it will get you $2 off admission to get into Knee Knocker Woods.
Okay, and I think they can't be used in addition to any other coupon or anything like that, but we have those out here at the station. What we're going to do is kind of talk about those a couple of times throughout the show and just let you know that we've got a stack of them out here at the studios, and we'll have them first come, first serve here at the studios. If you're planning on going to Knee Knocker Woods in Gibbon, swing out, we can save you a couple of bucks with those ticket reduction thingies. I already used the word ticket. I can't say ticket reducing coupon. That's the word.
Okay.
A ticket thingy.
I like thingy better though. That's come on out and pick up a thingy for $2 off at Knocker Woods.
Thingies while they last. But we'll have those out, and if we run out of them during the show or whenever, we'll just let you know when we're out of them. But come and pick a couple up. Birthdays today. Katy Perry is 39. She's an American Idol judge still as well.
That show's still on?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Still know.
On? My mom's a big watcher of The Voice.
Yeah,
which has kind of almost become bigger than American Idol, hasn't it?
I think it did kind of, but we used to watch The Voice a lot. I haven't watched the last several seasons though. Our family was really big into American Idol in that first 5-6 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Then
that was kind of a hot time for it, wasn't it?
There were some great artists that came through there.
Russell Wilson, the quarterback, his wife is celebrating birthday today. Sierra, she is 38. Adam Goldberg, he's an actor. He played Chandler's crazy roommate Eddie on Friends.
Oh, okay.
He now plays Harry on the CBS drama The Equalizer. Which have you heard of The Equalizer? I'd not heard of that.
Oh yeah.
Is it good? You like that?
I do want. Yeah, I like the reboot.
Okay.
Of course, Equalizer. Let's see. When was the original series? Was that the 80s or the 90s? I think it was an 80s show.
That sounds about right, because I'd never.
And then Denzel Washington kind of portrays the Equalizer in the movies. He did but Queen Latifah is the Equalizer on the new show.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Anderson, musician, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, best known for singing lead vocals with the classic rock band Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. When you said John Anderson, I was thinking the country music guy.
Oh, that's true. Another John Anderson.
All right, but this is the Yes guy.
Yep.
All right.
The Yes guy. And last but certainly not least, Chad Smith, the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, is 62.
Wow, really?
62. There's a recent video that went viral of Chad Smith. They do this thing where they bring musicians onto whatever podcast this was, and they play them a song with only guitars and lyrics being sang. They play it to them without drums. And then they just put a big pair of headphones on them. They can't hear anybody or anything but that track. And then on the fly, they have to admit that it's been a song that they've never heard before. And they did that with Chad Smith. And he just made up the drums as he went. Song he's never heard. And did it almost exactly the way that the song is portrayed originally.
Wow.
It's simply amazing. And it was a pretty fast song and everything. He's pretty talented.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, right?
Yes.
I think a few days ago we announced that Flea had a birthday. And he was, I think, 61. I didn't realize those guys were that old in the band.
Bassist.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they kind of started, Red Hot Chili Peppers, they've been around for 25 years. Have they? Maybe a couple of decades.
You're asking the wrong guy.
So, those guys, if they founded that band in their mid-30s to 40s, they've been around a couple decades, goes fast.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday to all of those folks. And if you're celebrating a birthday with them, happy birthday to you as well. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
All right, here's Chad Smith on that track with the Red Hot Chili Peppers on his birthday.
Standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on, heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'd be there.
the Red Hot Chili Peppers on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And we welcome in our first guest of the day, Mike Evans from Evans Feed. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Going good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Don't know if you've heard, Dave's on strike.
Is that what it is? Oh,
That's
yeah.
why he's not here.
Yeah, he's on strike.
Because you
I
didn't
don't
pay
know
your
what to-
bill or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
So, it's. I just feel bad because I feel like the rest of the staff is kind of caught up in the middle of this.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that are suffering. He goes on strike because of something personal with me,
Yeah.
and everybody else suffers for it.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
It is a shame. But, Dave, he's been known to blaze the trail on different things.
He does, yeah.
He's the first owner-manager to go on strike from the rest of his employees.
own business.
Usually, his own
Yeah.
business. Usually it's the other way around.
Man, that's giving me a good idea.
Yeah, look at all your employees are listening now.
Yeah.
Going, oh no, Evans has an idea. Gonna
What's
go on
your-
strike?
What's your favorite greasy food, real quick, before we get into the nitty-gritty of our...
Oh, wow. I think just a good old cheeseburger is about as good as it gets,
That's true.
Maybe a little bacon on there if you so choose.
Bacon makes it better.
There you go.
Yep. If you take the time to even put it on the griddle and make it that way, that's
Mhm.
even better.
Yep. That's probably what, I guess I've never tried the fried Twinkie thing either. But,
Yeah.
never
I think
really.
fried Twinkie's kind of overrated as far
Is
as
it?
fried
Is it?
foods go. You need something with a little more substance, like a candy bar or something like that.
I can do the funnel cake too, like what you're talking. Those are pretty
You can put about anything on those and they're good. But just powdered sugar, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Just nice
Pretty
and plain.
good topping.
Okay.
Yeah, tough to beat sugar.
All right. Well, now that we've got the sugar and grease talk out of the way, what's going on at Evans Feed?
Go from sugar into mineral. How about that?
Hey,
Mineral.
there you go.
Okay.
Get some vitamins and minerals for your cattle. We've got the big sale going on, and it ends at the end of this month, so that's right around the corner. And you get $80 a ton off, and plus you get free delivery, and it's just a really busy sale that we have for the cattle people around here.
Well, and I know you usually have a pretty good stock of some supplies, so people shouldn't panic when you say it ends this month because that stuff is more than likely readily available.
Oh yeah,
right?
it's we always have it. It's just you get $80 a ton off, which is so if you're going to need it in the next couple, 3, 4. Our next mineral sale will be in the spring, so whatever your needs are going to be for the next 4 or 5 months, we can. You don't have to take it all at once. A lot of people will say, "Oh, give me 8 ton of that," and then bring it out to me 2 ton at a time whenever I call. And so we got this big wall down there. We call it the board, and that's got everybody's name on it and how many bags they paid for. And as we go take it out, we put the date there and cross it off and take it out.
There you go.
And that way they get the sale price and everything's good.
Well, that's really nice that they don't have to take it all at once either, because then if you're like me, you lose it. Or
if you lose a bag of minerals,
I know you're talking tons here. I don't
Tons,
know.
yeah.
I've done crazier things, but
well,
I
yeah,
don't
I've
know.
lost a few on the road. I promise you that. But no, it works out good for everybody because I certainly don't have. My warehouse is full right now, and if I had to bring everything in and sit on it at once, it'd be a tough gig. But this way, it's good for them and for us, and a lot of them don't have the room in different places. They're like, well, I don't want 10 ton of minerals sitting there, so they let us deal with it, and that's fine. That's what we do.
Okay, so mineral sale going on through
You
the
bet.
end of the month.
To the end of the month. You bet.
What other things are going on? As unfortunately, we kind of have our first real look at a change of season coming up here in the next couple of days. The S word.
Yeah, I hear that. So it's been really busy scrambling around. The guys are trying to get harvest done, and then a lot of guys and gals have got calves weaned as well. And when the calves are out in the wet weather and cold weather, they get sick sometimes, and we carry a lot of feed medications, and we got Decox, AS700, Aureomycin, different levels of Aureomycin, and some of those you have to have a script. So, like if they get sick, you have to call the vet, and then they send us a script, usually email or fax, one way or the other, and then we take that product and take it out to the ranch.
Have you ever considered being Evans Feed and Pharmacy? Because it kind of it's what it sounds like, right? You got to.
Oh,
where's your prescription?
We do a lot of that kind of stuff, but we've never handled injectables.
Sure.
Like we give shots and stuff for the animals. We leave that up. There's a lot of good vets around here, and there's some feed stores that do, but we don't care. We never have. No.
Interesting.
We do business with a lot of the vets, and I always felt like I was encroaching on their area, and so we work hand in hand with a lot of the local vets to provide the best, care for the cattle and every other animal as well. But it's a good relationship, and I've just felt like I didn't want to carry that stuff because of that.
Sure.
But we've always handled feed medications because that's a lot of tons, and you got to buy it by the semi-load, and it takes up a lot of space, and a lot of vets don't like dealing with that, so it works out good.
That makes sense. Yeah. Other thing, and you mentioned everyone getting harvest in. With that kind of comes the availability of stocks, and a lot of people are putting cattle on stocks.
You betcha. And when they go out on stocks, everybody knows, in the beginning you have corn laying out there as well. When most of the time, not all the time, but a lot of times you'll have a wind event or something, and it'll drop a lot of ears of corn. And when cattle come off forage and go into a situation where they're getting a lot of corn all of a sudden, the rumen is not ready for that. The bugs in the rumen are not ready for that. And so you have to transition them into the point where you have the bugs that digest corn in the gut get a chance to develop. And during that period of time is when cattle will get sick if they get too much corn overload. So we provide a product called sodium bicarb, which is basically like a big Rolaids, and it's called the rumen buffer, and it will help transition the cattle over to a more starchy diet.
And if we know anything, the cattle, if there's corn there, they're going to find it.
The
roaming all day.
The older ones, they know what they're looking for. It's good if you have the opportunity to turn the younger ones out first and let them kind of pick around a little bit, and then turn in the old ones, because the old cows know where to find the ears of corn, and they're very adept at it. So it's usually your best doing biggest cows that go out and all of a sudden they're 4 legs up because they found the corn or the corn pile. A lot of times the guys are running the auger wagons and catching the corn in the bin in the auger wagon. Maybe one of them goes a little faster or slower than the other guy, and you got a little pile of corn laying there. Well, the cows know how to find those piles of corn.
I bet.
And
they certainly do.
So it's good to have them filled up before you go out there, before they go out, get turned out. A lot of times you might have to fence off a little area and don't give them access to the whole field at once, and then just overpopulate it so one or two can't sit there and just eat the whole corn pile,
Sure.
Because they will. They like to eat corn. It's just the way it is. So
great.
So you got to be cautious of that. And also, if you put out lick tubs, which we carry the Vitalix tub, it's a very good tub that goes out. It helps them break things down and utilize the dry stocks and absorb things better. Overall gut health for cattle is huge, and the tubs that we carry have some good enzymes in there and some yeast and different products that help them deal with those situations.
What it comes down to is if people have a question about a specific product that can help out the need that they have, just swing in and talk to you guys, and you can help them out.
Yep, give us a call at 800-830-2119. We deliver all over the area, and so you don't necessarily have to be right next to town here. We deliver stuff 40, 50 miles away all the time, and we're glad to help service people, and if they give us a call, we're glad to help them with any questions they have as well.
And Broken Bow and Oconto. Broken Bow 5.5 days a week, and Oconto 5 days a week.
Yes, and Oconto now has a forklift, so
hey, all right,
saw that. Yeah.
So Troy's pretty happy down there, and they sell a lot of Vitalix tubs down there in Oconto, and now he doesn't have to roll them all out on the pickups.
Nice.
He can set them onto the forklift.
Oh
so
man, that's gotta be
happy.
nice.
Yeah.
He's got to be a happy dude.
He's a pretty happy dude. Yeah.
What about wood pellets, Mike?
Yeah, we're selling a lot of wood stove pellets.
I kind of figured you were.
Yeah, I don't know how many pallets we rolled out of here last Saturday, but it was a lot. Yeah. And so if you need some wood stove pellets, we're setting good on them right now, and they're made in Nebraska, and they're from what I don't burn wood pellets. I probably should, but from what I understand, these are very good pellets that burn clean, and people are liking them.
Great. All right. So mineral sale through the end of the month.
Yes, sir.
Main thing to know.
You bet.
All right. Anything else, Mike, we didn't talk about?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. All right. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, Evans Feed, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll take a moment, and then we'll get caught up on news, weather, and sports.
Harvest is here. Bruning Bank enables you to manage your finances from the field, combine, grain cart, or wherever you are with 24/7 access to your accounts. Check your balances with mobile banking, keep up with spending with at-a-glance account review, and enjoy the many uses and advantages of My Card. Learn more at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank is extremely grateful for all the farmers and everyone who helps with harvest. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. CBS News has confirmed former President Trump's White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows is now cooperating extensively with federal prosecutors investing efforts to overturn the 2020 election. CBS's Robert Costa.
Mark Meadows could be the keystone witness for special counsel Jack Smith. He was in the room with Trump again and again. He knows almost everything.
Mr. Trump is supporting Republicans' fourth House Speaker nominee. CBS's Scott McFarlane on Capitol Hill.
It's still an uphill fight for Mike Johnson to win. He needs 217 votes in a House Republican conference that has a lot of bad blood over the past few weeks.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres calling for a ceasefire in the 19-day-old Israel-Hamas war.
It is vital to be clear on principles, starting with the fundamental principle of respecting and protecting civilians.
UN warning it'll have to cut back sharply on relief operations in Gaza. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
And now we'll look at state news. I'm Jeremy Scheib. One Northeast Nebraska museum is welcoming the public Wednesday to brave the cave if they dare. Kayla Malone with News Channel Nebraska has more.
The Elkhorn Valley Museum will be hosting its Trick or Treat in Haunted Vergus Park and Cave event Wednesday night from 5 to 7. The event is open to the public, featuring trick-or-treating in the cabin and schoolhouse, Halloween-themed games, and
brave the cave. So for that, we partner with the AFS students at the high school, and they put on a friendly haunted house in the Vergus Cave.
Boo. Got you. Now, as this place is rumored to be haunted, it makes it the perfect place to house this event tomorrow. But whether or not those rumored ghosts and goblins pop out to give you a scare on their own, the museum is going to make sure to transcend this place into a place of terror to give you a creepy scare.
I love that I get to, utilize our gorgeous park, which is in full color right now, to have this fun family event.
EVM has been putting on this event for quite some time and will be continuing it this year despite what tricks the weather may have up its sleeve. McKay says that the event will give the community the opportunity to unite for her favorite holiday.
I think it's fun. As a parent, I like it because I feel like my kids really get use out of those costumes that we make or order for them. And and I think it's just a nice way for the community to get out and have fun together and celebrate.
For News Channel Nebraska, I'm Kayla Malone.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Check a postseason baseball Game 7 National League Championship Series, and the Diamondbacks defeat the Phillies 4-2 to advance to the World Series for the second time in franchise history. Gabriel Moreno had an RBI single in the fifth inning that would turn out to be the go-ahead hit. Corbin Carroll drove in a couple of runs. Brandon Pfaadt, your starting pitcher, he along with 5 relievers for Arizona, holding Philadelphia to the 2 runs on 5 hits. Philadelphia 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position, and after starting the playoffs 6-0 at home, Philadelphia lost the last 2 games, 6-7 on their home field. It'll be the Rangers versus the Diamondbacks, 2 wildcard teams squaring off in the World Series. It starts Friday in Texas. Opening night in the NBA with a pair of games. The defending NBA champion Nuggets raised their banner and post a 119-107 victory over the Lakers. Nikola Jokic, a triple-double to start the year, 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. Suns over the Warriors, 108-104. Devin Booker, 32 points for Phoenix.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. For today, some patchy fog possible early on, otherwise mostly cloudy skies for today, along with scattered showers and storms, highs working up into the upper 50s. For tonight, still a chance for showers and storms, a low of 48. For Thursday, still a chance for some showers and thunder showers there, mid-50s. Breezy and colder on Friday, some snowflakes possible in the morning, 41. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how's the back pain now? 22.
Wonky work-from-home desks have Dane's Acupuncture booked up.
You need to get in, but this week's all full.
But finding more practitioners has them on pins and needles.
You know, my lunch is in 20 minutes. How fast can you get here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Currently at our KCNI KBBN studios in Broken Bow, 45 degrees, down a degree since last hour, cloudy skies, northeast breeze of 5 miles an hour, barometer steady at 29.99, relative humidity also steady at 97%. Still spitting a little bit of rain. We'll get a measurement on that at noon, but going into this little bit of rain this morning, our total this month was 4 inches and 59 hundredths. Sun rose not that long ago at 7:53. It's that time of year, Brent. The sun is going down before we even reach 7 p.m.
Yep. Yeah. When is the time change happening? Can I bring that up? Is it late? Is that actually in November?
You know what you should do? Ask your phone.
I
want to see this live. I want to see what happened when you were going to Stewart, trying to find the Stewart school yesterday. What happened?
Okay.
Let's see how good you are with this.
All right. Let's see. Just give me a second.
Oh God, here we go. I said I'd never be a part of one of these.
When does the time change take place?
She doesn't want.
Oh wait. Oh, it flashed
it came up on your screen.
Yeah. Sunday, November 5th. It says.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Sunday, November 5th.
Man, you and Dave are going to be. When Dave ends his strike, you guys are going to have the answers to your questions so fast. Gone are the days of the 2.5 minute. Let me Google that sessions.
I'm not. Now listen. I am not a Trekkie. Okay, but I kind of watched I got into the Picard series on Paramount from Star Trek.
Sure.
And every time I don't know, I feel like I'm like a Star Trek person when I talk into
your phone.
You know, it's I don't know.
They recently changed Siri, and well, you heard me at my desk maybe a week ago or so. I was asking Siri to set a reminder for me.
Mm-hmm.
She used to be so much more formal, and they changed her to just being so laid back and easygoing.
I heard that you.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that you asked her something, and the response was, "Uh-huh." I'm like, yes,
like I'm annoying her.
Yeah,
like I'm inconveniencing her. Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you
there
hear
it
that?
is. Uh-huh.
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 She doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah, you think it should be more like, how can I help you?
Something like that. Made me feel a little bit better.
But instead it, What?
What do you want?
What do you want? Why are you bothering me?
Yeah, can we change it to grumpy guy?
What don't you know this time?
Yeah, exactly. Like we talked earlier this morning, 79 years old today is John Anderson, lead singer and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, best known for singing lead vocals with the group Yes. So here's Owner of a Lonely Heart on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Yes, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, it's John Anderson, the lead singer of Yes's birthday today. And we have our next guests on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Our friends from Bruning Bank are here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, I think I've got the mic. I'm in the captain's chair for the first time in a long time, so I just got to make sure that I've got everyone. All right, mic check 1 2, everybody. Mr. Scott, how are we doing?
Good.
Good. Harvest has started, and I know that Bruning Bank works with a lot of farmers and ranchers who are probably busy right now. So you kind of get to run into those guys and gals when they're maybe at their busiest, when they're trying to make that run into town, don't you guys?
Yes. This time of year we hardly see them, and they don't want to be talked to because they got projects on their mind. And so I would say with the rain that's happening this morning and next couple days that maybe we will see them because they'll be bringing in checks from probably their beans and some of their corn that they've harvested. But hardly see them during harvest because they've got 30 to 45 days of long days and nights.
Yeah, they certainly do. But when they're done with their busy time, you guys have some products. I think, everyone's industry is always being impacted by technology these days. And I know the banking industry is certainly one of those. If you guys would talk a little bit about some of the different products that are being offered, a lot of it kind of rotates right around that computer in our pocket, doesn't it? That cell phone that has come a long ways from the Nokias and the flip phones of yesteryear.
Or the bag phone.
Oh, yes, the good old bag phone that if you didn't want it rolling around in your car, you made a mount and screwed it down to the center console.
Yeah. There's good and bad with that is, you look at the numbers and we don't see near the people coming through our lobby anymore because of technology.
Yeah.
But that's good because that's what your customers want. They want the ease, the convenience of doing business. The bad of it is you don't get to see the customer, and have the little short talk with them in the morning and everything like that. But yes, technology is just like anything else in our world is really taking off, and it's no different in the banking industry. And I say that's where banks are going to be pushed more and more every year to provide more technology for our customers because that's what they're asking. Now, the nice thing about being predominantly agriculture, those ag producers still like to come in and do business right in the bank and deposit their money and talk to you and everything like that. But overall, though, the numbers in the lobby are dropping just because of the technology. Is you guys know that you don't really have to go into a bank anymore. You can deposit on your phone. You can transact on your phone. You can go to an ATM to get money. And so, yes, those numbers are definitely dropping as far as lobby traffic due to the technology. So, and it's been good for the bank too because, we are not having to staff probably as much because you don't have the phone calls of people calling for balances or wanting to transfer money because they can do it right on their phone immediately. And so you're right that technology is certainly changing the world, and it's changing the world of banking.
Go ahead, Brent.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. Along those lines, Jim, the other thing it has done is there are people out there that try to take advantage of the technology, and you have fraud and all of this, and I'm sure that is something that you guys are constantly dealing with as well, is it not?
Yes. Kim Shipwright is our deposit manager for the whole bank, and so the deposit operations manager, and I told her here probably a month ago is that I'm not for sure if there isn't more risk for bank loss on the deposit side than on the loan side. We always manage the loans to not have a loss, but you're exactly right. Scams, we probably just in Broken Bow deal with 1 or 2 a week from customers.
Wow.
And and it's not something that you can solve in 30 seconds. A lot of time the customer may have given out some information that requires us to close their account, open up new ones, and then when you do that, what do you have for auto deposits and auto withdrawals and all that? And so it's becoming a monster. The scams and all that from pop-ups on computers that, we don't want people to be clicking on to somehow they get their phone numbers and they're calling them and putting scare tactics to them. And so, yes, it's becoming so much more common today than it used to be even a couple of years ago. And it's happening, and it's sad. And it's just there's signs, if people can recognize it, of being scammed. Probably the first thing that we see that we talk to people, and it seems like it's the most common. They start out having the customer go to somewhere, let's say like a Dollar General, and buying gift cards. And then they have them rub off the number on the back and say, okay, read that number to us. Well, then they've bought $1,000 worth of Apple or Nike cards and have scratched off the back and gave it to them. And then it just goes on from there. And they start scare tactics from the IRS to, we have your granddaughter locked up. And it can scare people. And you're exactly right. We spend a lot more time on that today than we used to ever a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But I would say that, to add to that as a community bank, I think we are more we are able to identify those things because we know our customers. We know they're creatures of habit. We know what they typically come in and ask for. So if we see something like that, I think just being a local bank and having that advantage over the big banks, and that we're able to, if something does happen, walk them through those steps, set up a new account if they need that, help them redo their auto debits, credits, all those things. So, it is a scary world, but I feel like, and I never thought one day we'd be a private investigator, but that's kind of what we've become, is asking additional questions to help identify that before something large happens to our customers. So, and then once we've identified that, helping them do the police reports, get through the scary stuff and get them back on the straight and narrow, because once that's happened, they're all frazzled and don't know quite where to go with it. So I do think that's an advantage that we can provide to our customers that way. So
having relationships is huge,
Right.
isn't it? And I know it's a big part of Bruning Bank, isn't it? Just having relationships with your customers.
Yes, it's getting to know the customer is everything on it. And so I feel we do a good job. I know the banks in town are the same way. They do a good job of monitoring that and knowing their customer. And so, but yeah, it's something out there that's becoming more common.
Yeah.
Something to keep an eye on. And I'd venture to guess that scammers, probably their worst enemy is local banks, small town banks, wouldn't you think? Because they probably have much more success elsewhere. And I think that's something you can hang your hat on.
It's, some people struggle with it, but we have to now ask some, I don't know if you want to call them tough questions, but maybe personal questions that, Brent, if you come into the bank and you're getting a $5,000 cashier's check made out to someone, it used to be you made it out and you gave it to you. And now it's we've trained our frontline staff to start asking questions. And you'd be amazed how many times that has turned into, well, I was sending it and it was fraud. And so you hate to have to go that far to ask, well, what's this money for, and where are you sending it, and what, you say, we've had some people, it's none of your business, and we finally have to say, well, there's so much fraud going on, we want to ask the question. And so sometimes we have to ask some pretty tough questions that people don't want to answer, but it's we detoured a lot of fraud with people coming in and getting cashier's checks out of their account and asking those questions. So,
and on the back end, they're always going to be thankful that those uncomfortable questions were asked, because that money's in their account, not somebody else's.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay. Any other questions that have cropped up in your mind, Brent, that you've thought of?
Well, Jim, obviously everybody, when we ever have someone in from one of our banks, the question interest rate, what's the interest rate doing? And I know it has kind of been fluctuating. Just maybe talk about that a little bit. And I know that that's always something that obviously banks are paying close attention to.
Sure. We have been in a low rate environment for so long, and many of us haven't seen anything less than, or anything different than that. And but I say we are probably getting closer to more of the norm. some articles I read, whether they're right or wrong, but saying that, these rates may be here to stay now. We went 15 years of low rates, and then we see this rate increase, and everybody is panicking. But I remember in 95 when I bought my first house in Broken Bow, my secondary market mortgage loan, 15 years was at 8.5%. A few years ago, those things were at 3%. And so I think we're probably more at the norm. So we may not see rates go back down. There's definitely it's better for the depositors. They went so many years with not earning a lot of interest. The people that are on Social Security or retired, their CDs weren't paying anything, and so this allows them to get some interest income to help them to live off of. You talk to the borrowers, they don't like it because the rates are up. But everything that I have listened to, read, they said, don't be surprised if this is going to be the norm. See some, 9% average or something like that. And I see the bond market keeps going up, and I think they're saying now a 30-year home loan's at 8%. And so still probably not as high as it was in the late 90s, but talk is that we may just stay here now.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Wow. That's tough, but also everything has to become reality at some point, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, we wish all of your customers and the farmers and ranchers that you see the best of luck with the remaining part of harvest. It is Farm Safety Week, and we know that's kind of part of the reason that you guys are coming in, and we know that you want your customers to be safe out there. And based on our earlier part of the discussion, if people want to skip a mobile deposit every now and then, come in and deposit a check, you'd be happy to see them, right?
That's right. Come on in and see us either way, remote or in person, but we'll have the lights on, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you can they can feel sorry for you and then come in and deposit a check that way. There you go.
And I'd just like to make a plug. We talk about farm safety, and I got to thinking this morning, what we would talk about. And not a lot of people mention the wives at home. You might check on them because, speaking of my experience, harvest gets long and drug out. Yeah. So not only is it important for the people driving the big rigs and working the long hours, but also the people at the home front taking care of everything. So
that's a good point.
They might be a little unstable, so give them a little grace.
There you go. Or pop a meal into them as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Run one past the combine, then take one on it to the house.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks you two for coming in. I think we had a great discussion this morning. Some good things to always try to keep on top of the mind, but maybe aren't the first thing that we think about when we're conducting our banking or personal business. So appreciate that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great rest of your week. Bruning Bank, our guests on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll step away for a quick break and come back with more of the Breakfast Show after this.
Been scouting for that trophy buck? AeroSeed has game cameras to do the job for you. Moultrie's White Flash trail cameras are the perfect scouting tool for hunters and wildlife watchers. There's one for every need and budget. With 30 years of experience, Moultrie is known for its products that are reliable, durable, top-performing, and affordable. Also available at AeroSeed are supplements and gravity feeders to promote health and antler growth. Stop into AeroSeed in Broken Bow to learn more about game cameras and supplements to enhance your wildlife experiences.
Medicare annual enrollment is going on now through December 7th. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. I invite you to call our office in Broken Bow or Callaway. We look forward to helping you navigate the many changes and options available. 836-2201 in Callaway or 872-6996 in Broken Bow. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 7 organizations which offer 46 products in your area. Please contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program to get information on all of your options.
Barney Health Mart in Broken Bow invites you to one of their upcoming flu shot clinics. It's as simple as walking through their doors just off the square in Broken Bow. The high dose for those ages 65 and older is available, as well as the regular dose. No appointment is necessary. The next flu shot clinic is Tuesday the 31st, with more scheduled in the future if you can't make it. Flu shot clinics at Barney Health Mart, Broken Bow. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
If you're wanting to build a new home but aren't sure which way to go, well, the first direction you should go is to Ansley Lumber and Supply. If a house or a barn dominium interests you, they do estimates for post-frame buildings. Ansley Lumber is proud to offer reliable brands of shingles, composite decking, siding, railing, windows, lumber, trusses, and more. Because you want your home to be strong and beautiful. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley, for projects big and small.
It's gonna be a screaming fun time at Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold on Saturday, October 28th. Prizes for best costume, best couples costume, plus a scavenger hunt, zombie throw, Halloween drinks, and live music with the one and only...
You know who I am.
Dave Learbakken. The party starts at 8, but come early for dinner. It's going to be a screaming fun good time. Saturday, October 28th at Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, where good friends meet.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Thanks for tuning in to The Breakfast Show. Jeremy and Brent with you here on the KCNI KBBN Breakfast Show. Brent, what's going on at the movies?
Well, let's see. Well, have you heard of Taylor Swift? I guess she's like a
in the world is
artist.
that?
Yeah. Well, if you haven't heard, Taylor Swift has I guess you would call it a movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a...
You're calling it an experience, right?
Yeah. From what I understand, it's like a concert experience in the movie theater. But it's Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, and the movie is showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. Now, the one thing that we do want to stress and make sure you're prepared on, we talked to Tanya about this when she was in representing the Fox Theater a week or so ago. Ticket prices are different for this showing as opposed to just a regular movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so keep that in mind. But Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, I think it set box office records and all kinds of stuff. And,
I believe it. They call them Swifties. The Swifties.
Yes.
They're crazy for Taylor Swift.
There you go. But I get it is kind of like a concert experience. You're like, they make you feel like you're at one of her concerts by going to the movie theater. So it's one of the most popular things out there right now, and the Fox Theater has it right here in Broken Bow. So that will continue to show Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. It'll show through this week and on through the weekend into next week as well. Some other things that are currently showing, Camp Hideout. It's a rated PG film, and it will continue to show through this week. And it looks like Camp Hideout will continue through the weekend and into next week as well. Now, one movie that will be ending its run this week is Paw Patrol.
Oh.
Yes. I got
Paw Patrol.
I got to admit, I'm... Okay, this is embarrassing, but I'm sure there are other parents and grandparents out there who have caught themselves doing this.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest grandchild, Monroe, 4 years old, absolutely loves Paw Patrol.
That's the show.
So every time, can we watch Paw Patrol? Paw Patrol. So we always turn on Paw Patrol. I actually got myself turning on Paw Patrol and watching it when she wasn't there.
Oh, man.
Isn't that terrible? It's good. I like Paw Patrol.
It's not bad. It's bearable, which is refreshing.
There's other parents and grandparents out there that have done that. I know they have. But anyway, Paw Patrol, their new movie, The Mighty Movie, has been showing at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow, and it will be ending its run this week. I believe last showing will be Thursday of this week. So if you haven't taken the kids to see that yet, a couple more opportunities to do so. And then there will be a new movie showing up Friday and running through the weekend into next week, Five Nights at Freddy's. Now,
this is based on a video game.
I think so, and I think this is kind of into that Halloween field. I think this is one of those scary movies.
I think it's more kind of a jump scare type movie.
Okay.
Because I believe it's rated PG-13, right?
It is, yes.
So maybe a little
PG-13.
bit, maybe not as, I don't know. There's not a super fine line in between PG-13 and rated R. You can usually tell pretty easily. Yeah. So PG-13 might be a good one for the teenager in your house.
There you go. Five Nights at Freddy's going to be starting on Friday, run through the weekend into next week. We always encourage you to check out their great website, watchthefox.com. You can actually purchase tickets online at watchthefox.com. They always show you what's coming up. kind of lists some movies that will be coming soon. And one of the things I like about their website, if you're not familiar with a film and you're just kind of wondering, well, what's this about? You can usually click on a trailer through their website, see the trailer, and kind of get a feel for what the movie is about. You can do that all on watchthefox.com. So check it out. Go to the movies at the Fox Theater here in Broken Bow.
Sounds great. And in our discussion with Bruning Bank, we kind of mentioned how busy farmers and ranchers are right now. And Universal Insurance is one of those places. So, you got to kind of catch up on your banking when harvest is over. But you also need to probably catch up on your insurance. Make sure things are insured as you get out of your busy season. And Universal Insurance is there to help.
Yeah, and another thing that we talked with our friends at Bruning Bank about, having relationships with your customers. And I know that speaking with Nate Bell and Jack Lindstrom in the past, that's what they believe. It's about building relationships with your customers, and you'll find that at Universal Insurance Agency, a division of GTA Insurance Group. They look forward to continuing to grow and serve you with the same great service and smiles. They would like to thank the community of Broken Bow for continuously supporting them over the years. They care deeply for their community as their roots are planted strong. Universal Insurance, located on South E Street in Broken Bow. You can contact them at 872-6438 or go to their website, which is gtagroup.com.
Okay, sounds great. We've got lots of more great guests to come into the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And as we prepare to do that, we'll just step away for a quick second. And when we come back, we'll welcome them into the studios and continue the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Remember, we are at KCNI and KBBN for the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. If you want to watch what's going on in the studios, you are also invited to tune into our stream on the Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook pages.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers is proud to be servicing the Custer County area, and currently land is moving at a high rate of speed. So if you are considering selling your land, now is the time, or get an opinion of what your land might be worth. Call me, John Farley, at 308-530-7854, or check me out at lashleyland.com.
Sure, we've been scaring the bejeebers out of you at Knee-Knocker Woods for 10 years now, and this season, Grandpa Grim's got more than ever for you. More terrifying trails and mazes, more Halloween skill games, more monstrous eats, plus screaming lickety-split accelerated escape rooms, and backed by popular demand, the Flaming Jack-O-Lanterns. Knee-Knocker Woods in Gibbon is open every weekend in October. Pick up your discount coupon at Pump and Pantry. Get your tickets now at KneenKnockerWoods.com.
What waits in the woods?
What better place to have a Halloween party than the Oasis in the middle of Nebraska? That's Henry's Bar in Callaway. Saturday the 28th. Put on your creative costumes and go to Henry's. Cash prizes will be awarded to the best costumes. And you can belt out your favorite songs from 8 to closing time with karaoke. Join the creepy, crawly Halloween fun with spooky drinks at Henry's Bar in Callaway. Saturday the 28th.
Follow them on Facebook at Henry's Callaway, Nebraska.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
Got a friend.
It's a KCNI KBBN tradition, turkey time. The fun will be starting up very soon. This is your opportunity to win a frozen turkey for your table this upcoming holiday season. Tell them how it works, turkey. Jeremy?
Just listen for your cue to call on KCNI or KBBN. Guess how many shots it will take to bag your bird, and if you're right, you win a turkey for your table.
Turkey time. Keep listening. Central Nebraska's favorite radio tradition isn't far away.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI and KBBN Radio. And we've got our next guests in the studio from Custer Care. We've got Tiffany and Aubrey in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right. Well, look at those two just looking over it. Is there something? Do we need to air something out as we get started, you two?
I get very uncomfortable when family members of mine come in live on the radio. So can we just make a promise we're going to keep all of this business related today? No family stories.
Oh,
all right?
okay.
All right, Aubrey. No family stories,
What's
please.
in it for me?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's in it for you? I want you to know that if we go family stories, I'm going to charge you personally for additional time on the breakfast show.
I'll have to pay for babysitting. No.
There we go. Yeah, you'll be billed. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing here, to be billed.
Yes. That's right.
Yep. Dave's on strike. That's where he's at. He's
Is
on
that
strike.
where he's
Yeah,
at?
have you heard that? Yeah, he announced what, over a week ago, that he's on strike. So I don't know when we'll see him again.
I don't know. As soon as you pay your bill, we may
Could
never
be-
see him again.
Could be a long time.
Well, let's just hop into things. What would you two like to talk about today?
Well, I brought Aubrey with us, and I would like to announce that Aubrey is our new home care coordinator. So she's in charge of our home cares and scheduling the staff to go to those, and she's going to do some advertising for us, and we're really excited to have her aboard.
Great. That sounds great.
Yes.
Well, I know that, obviously, being related like we are, I know that you have really enjoyed, Aubrey, working at Custer Care Center. I've said this to other people. I'm like, I think Aubrey has found her niche, and I'm happy
Good.
for you. I'm happy for Custer
Yes.
Care Center, and I'm sure you're excited about the new opportunity in front of you.
I am. I'm super excited. I really enjoy working there. I even go in on my days off sometimes.
Yes, she does.
What are you doing? I don't know. Just missed it. So, I do. It's just kind of filled my cup, and it's very rewarding. I love the residents. I love the residents' families.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten to know a lot of people. They come in and visit their relatives, and we all just kind of sit down. It's like being at grandma's house, kind of. Just it's warm and inviting, and have a cup of coffee, and we talk, and it's wonderful. It really,
and we
truly
always
is.
have something to snack on. So
There you go.
There's always
Mhm.
snacks.
Yeah. So we
There you
have
go.
a good time, and we're really excited to have Aubrey aboard.
I remember when Jeanette and Barb and others were putting Custer Care Center together for the first time. And I remember some of those early discussions, listening to their interviews with Dave and Bob especially.
Uh-huh.
And I think that the atmosphere that just got described is what they wanted to create. And it has been created. And I'm
Yes.
sure that you're very excited to continue that at
Yes.
Custer Care Center,
Yes.
Tiffany.
We had a staff or a family member come in the other day, and they said, our loved one, we know that they're a part of Custer Care's family, but when we come in to visit, we feel like we're also part of that family, and that is our main goal. Is make sure that everybody is comfortable there and feels welcome, because we don't limit visitors or anything, so we just want everybody to be happy and enjoy their time.
Speaking of family members coming to Custer Care Center, my understanding is some of your family members, Aubrey, have visited Custer Care Center. I understand that my granddaughter Monroe has become a very big hit
Yes,
at
she
Custer
has.
Care Center.
Yes, we love to have Monroe there. She really livens things up, and the client. Or
Oh,
the
she can liven
residents-
things up, all right. I know that from experience.
Everybody needs a nap when Monroe leaves. Like, she wears them out. They're playing Barbies, and they're having tea parties, and they're hitting the balloon. and
Yep.
Oh.
They have a great time. She loves to go. And like I said before, it's like she said, it's like going to see all your grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. That's special. That's something I think that we have that is just unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, you have this announcement. You made an announcement, I think, last time you were
Yes,
with us
couple
about
weeks ago.
an addition
Yes.
coming to Custer Care Center. Man, that's
Hopefully,
exciting.
next month we'll get started on that addition. I just want to snap my fingers and have it done, but unfortunately we can't. But yeah, we have a big addition coming. We're going to be adding 4 permanent rooms and 1 respite room, and we're going to have a bigger activities room, I'm going to have an office. I mean, I have an office right now, but I'm going to have a different office. We're going to have a conference room. So, yeah, we're really excited for that.
Yeah, exciting things that are happening. So what about room at the facility? I know you've been completely full as far as full-time residents at the center. You still in that position?
Currently, we are full right now, and we do have a waiting list. But with that addition coming, and you never know when somebody's going to move out. So if you're looking for somewhere, just give us a call and come take a tour of the building, or just stop by, and we'll get you on the waiting list.
Is around this time of year when we start getting into when the snow falls, maybe the time where your waiting list gets a little bit longer because people have lifted that last shovelful of snow that they want to mess with?
Yes. It usually after a holiday, like family comes back to see mom and dad, and they're like, oh, wow, they're starting to fail, we need to get them some help. And then into the winter, we get more on our waiting list then.
Because I think that's one of the things that is maybe not underrated, but maybe that we don't talk about as much, is that there's no lawn to mow. There's no snow to scoop.
Yep.
Those are things that you don't have to worry about when you go to Custer Care, and you can spend more time having fun, meeting new people, and having conversations. And
we cook your meals for you. We do your laundry for you. We clean your room for you.
Give you rides to your appointments.
Yes, give rides to your appointments. So, it's great.
And catch up on what happened in the latest Paw Patrol with Monroe.
That's right.
Actually, the new one is Golden Bachelor. We're all watching Golden Bachelor.
Oh, you hear that, Brent? Brent said earlier in the show, he said, I catch myself turning on Paw Patrol when Monroe's not even there. So are you going to do that with Golden Bachelor?
No,
you going to flip that on?
I am not watching the Golden Bachelor. Oh, my.
Yeah, I find myself in another room at our house when Golden Bachelor goes on, too. I just can't do it. I don't know. But,
yes.
Wow.
So does that, you mentioned about holidays, is that the same way with maybe your home cares, too? Do you kind of get some more calls regarding home care after those?
Yeah, especially like after a holiday, or, maybe during the summer when family takes trips and stuff to come back to see mom and dad. Yeah, we get more phone calls and everything.
Sure.
So, and now we have Aubrey who will be taking care of that, and she's going to be very good at the job.
Good.
She'll get everything lined up for you.
All right.
I love home care because I am all about the independence and staying in your home if you can, but sometimes you just need those extra helps. You're not ready to not be out of your home, but you just need somebody to come in and keep you company and throw in a load of laundry. And so that's what's great about home care. So we come in, we say hi, keep you company, do what you need, and then we go.
Yep.
And so it's great.
It is. It's a great in-between.
I'm sorry. I'm just, seeing Aubrey grow up and everything. I never dreamed that she would be talking about doing laundry for people and keeping things clean. And I'm sorry.
Well, that's
Mom taught me how. So
yes, she did. Yes, she did teach you how.
Well, that's two big announcements in 2 visits. What's your next visit going to bring?
You never know what Custer Care is going to be up to.
Never know.
All right.
We always say that if something is going to happen, it's going to happen when Aubrey's working. So, with her new position and stuff, stay tuned.
Okay. All right.
Is it an adventure every day?
It is an adventure
I bet.
every day, yes.
We even had a stray cat show up. You know how the stray cats follow me everywhere.
I was going to say, I know that the stray cat was taken care of if it found its way to Aubrey.
Are you the one that brought the bag of cat food?
No, that one wasn't me. Somebody beat me to that. But
well, there you go. Great. Sounds like fun. And
yes.
You truly, they say if you enjoy your job, you never feel like you're working a day in your life. And it kind of sounds like it's what you're on the cusp of.
That's right. Exactly.
All right. Is there anything we didn't talk about you two wanted to mention?
Transportation service still
It's still
super
staying busy.
Yeah.
We've recently purchased 2 new vans, so we have a couple more vehicles, and yeah, Peggy keeps the drivers very busy.
Okay, great.
And we also have the adult day service. So, or if you're having troubles at home getting in and out of the bathtub, we do have the walk-in bathtub. You can come in and get a walk into the bathtub and get a bath.
Okay.
People really enjoy that.
Good.
Great. And phone number to call if people have some questions?
Sure. It's 872-6303.
Okay. Thank you very much, you two.
Thank you.
Custer Care, our guests on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Let's roll right into music from the Cars. You are listening to The Breakfast Show. We've been passed a bit of information. Your friends at Rod's Body and Paint are letting you know that their phones and internet are down today. They hope to have that resolved by tomorrow. So do keep that in mind. There's a number listed here. I'm guessing this is maybe a number you can call instead. We'll see if Kristen corrects me on that. But 308-870-1566 is the number that's written down here. Again, Rod's Body and Paint, phones and internet down for today. They hope to have that solved very, very soon. You have some other information over there, Brent?
It's the Halloween season, so get ready with Sylvester's annual Halloween party. It is coming up on Friday, October 27th. Music from Lawnmower Dogs on Friday night. So wear those costumes because prizes will be awarded and some good money being given out for the best costume. First place through fourth place is going to receive some money. First place in the costume contest will be receiving $200. Second place, $100. Third place, $75. And fourth place, $50. So get your costumes ready and come on out and celebrate Halloween at Sylvester's with their annual Halloween party. It's going to be scary how much fun you'll have when you do your trick-or-treating at Sly's. So come on out Friday, October 27th. Enjoy the music of the Lawnmower Dogs and the Halloween party at Sylvester's, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Speaking of Halloween and costumes, there's an opportunity for the little ones to go around the square coming up later on this week. In fact, also going on Friday. And Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce would love for you folks to go out and bring the little ones with you. And that's an event that's been going on for the last few years. They're trying to set a record again between the businesses and the businesses that set up around the square in that trunk or treat event. I think, is the number written on the sheet that's over in your stack there, Brent? It should be a live read sheet over here in this stack.
Oh, for
it's
the
got the
trunk or treat?
Yeah, trunk or treat.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Picture on it. Just want to make sure I don't miss any information on it. Might be close to the back.
I'll find it. Trust me. I can't ask my phone. Here we go. Sidewalk Spooks coming up on Friday, October 27th from 4 until 6. Chamber is planning to shock the city block again this year with Sidewalk Spooks. This Friday, over 25 businesses is what they're expecting. Businesses will be set up around the square, and trunk-or-treaters can come on by and enjoy a trip around the square for Sidewalk Spooks, an event that has really become extremely popular in downtown Broken Bow, and it will be Friday, October 27th, 4 to 6 p.m. on Friday. Was it a couple of years ago? I don't think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. Our entire staff was able to participate.
I think it was last year.
Was it last year that we did
M&Ms?
And usually, and that'll be the case this Friday, you and I will be busy covering football and high school sports. But that year, we were all able to be down there. I think I had as much fun as the kids did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was so much fun to be a part of that and see the kids coming around in their costumes, and it was great. So if you're a business and haven't signed up yet, I'm assuming there's maybe still a chance to do so, and it really is a great time. It's a lot of fun.
I know they've made the map for it, but they'll find a place to squeeze you in, or you can just set up right there on the sidewalk inside the square and hand out candy and have some fun. Might need to strategize those costumes a little bit. We might see some princesses with a sweatsuit on underneath. It's going to be chilly
might be
on
a little
Friday,
chilly. Yeah.
But go and have some fun. It's a good, safe environment with local businesses. Good way to see local businesses out and about doing great things in the community. And I know you're probably going to hear this one along the way.
CBS News Brief. Chaos in southern Gaza after an Israeli airstrike hit a bakery at a refugee camp. Now, a UN agency warns it'll sharply curtail relief operations in Gaza without new fuel deliveries. Doctors Without Borders' Avril Benoit tells CBS.
The operating rooms are so full that at times our surgeons are having to perform surgery on the floor of a hallway with all the people around.
Former President Trump says it's his strong suggestion Republicans vote for the fourth House Speaker nominee in 3 weeks, Louisiana's Mike Johnson. CBS's Scott McFarland.
He's an attorney specializing in constitutional law, but voted to decertify the 2020 elections, and that could be a pivotal vote.
Acapulco slammed with a Category 5 Hurricane Otis. Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams.
Still, powerful storm we've got here. Hurricane force winds spreading over Mexico, and that's going to create heavy rain that could cause flash flooding and mudslides.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Check a postseason baseball Game 7 National League Championship Series, and the Diamondbacks defeat the Phillies 4-2 to advance to the World Series for the second time in franchise history. Gabriel Moreno had an RBI single in the fifth inning that would turn out to be the go-ahead hit. Corbin Carroll drove in a couple of runs. Brandon Pfaadt, your starting pitcher, he along with 5 relievers for Arizona, holding Philadelphia to the 2 runs on 5 hits. Philadelphia 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position, and after starting the playoffs 6-0 at home, Philadelphia lost the last 2 games, 6-7 on their home field. It'll be the Rangers versus the Diamondbacks, 2 wildcard teams squaring off in the World Series. It starts Friday in Texas. Opening night in the NBA with a pair of games. The defending NBA champion Nuggets raised their banner and post a 119-107 victory over the Lakers. Nikola Jokic, a triple-double to start the year, 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. Suns over the Warriors, 108-104. Devin Booker, 32 points for Phoenix.
Here's a look at your weatherology forecast. For today, some patchy fog possible early on, otherwise mostly cloudy skies for today, along with scattered showers and storms, highs working up into the upper 50s. For tonight, still a chance for showers and storms, a low of 48. For Thursday, still a chance for some showers and thunder showers there, mid-50s. Breezy and colder on Friday, some snowflakes possible in the morning, 41. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair, Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Currently 46 degrees. It's super balmy out there, isn't it? 46 degrees here at our studios in Broken Bow. What other information you got over there we want to talk about, Brent? So many fun things coming up as we round out October.
Well, a great place to start your day and pick you up through the day would be Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, Nebraska. While you're there, make sure you check out their beautiful decor to help brighten your space. Deep fall-colored trees, garland, flowers, and plants are in. They've got artificial pumpkins of different kinds and sizes, fall tins for decorating, accent lighting, wall hangings or cute signs that touch on the season, and Halloween decor. You'll find it all at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. Also, while you're in there, ladies, make sure you check out their unique purse line that they have now, Consuela, inspired by partnerships with artists and makers around the world. Many different styles and prints, sure to be that perfect one for you or to give as a gift. Don't forget, Brubaker's has gift registries, too, for things like weddings, baby showers, and your wish list for any occasion. So come on out and enjoy coffee with a friend. That's always a good idea. At Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold, stop in and enjoy a coffee, latte, smoothie, cappuccino, one of their delicious baked goods, and do a little shopping too. at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open on Saturday from 9 to 3.
I think this is what the read information for Thomas Livestock is about. And if it's not, we can learn more information about Thomas Livestock. But we're talking about the Sidewalk Spooks event, and I believe they've got something special that they're going to be handing out at Sidewalk Spooks later on this week.
I think they did this, was it last year? And this was gone really fast.
It was really cool to see
neat.
people, see kids walking around with their candy buckets with some bacon sticking out of it.
Exactly, holding a package of bacon. Thomas Livestock and Smithfield Foods and the Nebraska Pork Producers Association think there's no better way to celebrate Pork Month than with bacon, and that's what October is, Pork Month. So they're giving away 200 one-pound packages of frozen farmland thick-cut bacon during the Trunk or Treat event on the square in Broken Bow on Halloween beginning at 4 p.m. The Trunk or Treat event on the square in Broken Bow scheduled for this Friday, the 27th. Don't be scared. It's free. Thomas Livestock, Smithfield Foods, and the Nebraska Pork Producers Association want to give you free bacon to help celebrate National Pork Month. One package per family, please. Happy Pork Month from Thomas Livestock, Smithfield Foods, and the Nebraska Pork Producers Association.
All right, and while we are talking about what's going on the square, we can talk about something that's happening on the square today, and it specifies around a business that's right there on the south side of the square and savings for you.
Yeah, one of the big questions now in the area is what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. And I get to tell you, the special for today is a floor sample sale. Everything on their sales floor is at a special price. Now, this would include sofas, recliners, and when it comes to recliners, both power and manual, rocking and stationary, love seats, and more. There are also specials in the Square One Boutique. So that's what's for Wednesday today at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. It's a floor sample sale where everything on the sales floor is at a special price, including sofas, recliners, love seats, and more. And they also plan to do some specials in Square One Boutique as well. That is what's for Wednesday today at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, south side of the square in Broken Bow.
All right. Yet this Wednesday, we hope to talk about pizza. We're going to hook up with Pizza Hut in Broken Bow. And when we come back, we hope to bring you our conversation with them. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Here's Eric Clapton. Go Breakfast Show. Jeremy and Brent with you here in the studios. We were talking a little bit off the air about what we've got coming up the rest of this week. Of course, we're in the postseason in volleyball as well as football. Just wrapped up cross country this last week. Going to be busy on Friday again, aren't we? And then we're going to be keeping an eye on how volleyball shakes out as well.
Volleyball district finals are scheduled for the weekend, mostly on Saturday. So we'll be kind of watching that as the matchups get announced, hopefully sooner rather than later. And we'll kind of be keeping an eye on that, see what we can do and cover for you coming up this weekend in volleyball. You mentioned football. We move into another round of the playoffs, second round of the playoffs for classes D1 and D2. All other classes will start their playoff round this Friday. So we're now down to the round of 16 for all classes. And the two games that we'll cover for you on our radio stations, Jeremy will be in Callaway to cover South Loup against Lawrence Nelson for you, kicking off at 5 o'clock. That game will be broadcast on KBBN, 95.3 FM and KBBN.com. And then yours truly and Kirk Crawley will be at Mark Russell Field in Broken Bow as the Indians have made it into the state playoffs in Class C1. Get a home game in the opening round. That's always exciting. And they will welcome in Douglas County West from the Omaha area for the opening round of the playoffs. Kickoff for that game scheduled for 7 o'clock, and we'll broadcast it on KCNI 96.3 FM, KCNI1280.com. A lot of area teams playing on Friday, so best of luck to everybody. We'll see how things shake out after Friday.
Okay, sounds great. Other things that are happening right now, lots of different businesses looking for great help. And whether you're interested in a career change or, maybe you just want to switch it up, or maybe you just kind of want to poke your head out there and see what's going on in the job market, there are several different jobs that are available on the employment page of sandhillsexpress.com. A little bit of information is in front of Brent about a couple of those.
We'll tell you what's on sandhillsexpress.com right now for employment opportunities. They are hiring at Custer County Farm Service Agency, accepting applications now for a program technician. Here's a little bit about the position. The program technician would carry out office activities to provide technical assistance and program support so farmers and ranchers can understand and access FSA program benefits. Basic requirements include general office clerical work, record keeping, computer ability, organizational skills, and good public relations skills. Position would also offer health insurance, 401k, paid holidays, vacation, and sick leave as well. Here's how you apply. Go to this website, usajobs.gov, and include FSA in the keywords field and Broken Bow, Nebraska in the location field to find the position announcement. Complete the online application. Deadline to apply is on November 6th, 2023. For additional information, you can call 872-6877 and talk to Stevie. So again, that's through the Custer County Farm Service Agency, and to take a look at all of the particulars, you can go to sandhillsexpress.com. Also, Central Nebraska Community Action Partnership is looking for an individual to work as a WIC IMMS nurse in Loup City. Now, this is a part-time position, flexible 20-hour work week with a starting wage of roughly between $19 and $22 per hour for an LPN, a little bit higher if you're a registered RN or RD. Benefits with the position include generous leave, employee assistance program, flexible working schedule, and employer-matched retirement up to 3%. Now, you must be an active RN, LPN, or RD, have previous nursing experience. The general duties would include travel and providing assistance to clients at WIC clinics and administering vaccinations to participants in the immunization program. If you'd like an application or want more information, contact CNCAP at 745-0780. The extension is 105. Or you can just go to this website and apply online, centralnebraskacap.com. And finally, there's also a job opportunity posted through the Nebraska Department of Transportation, as they have an opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in both Broken Bow and Oconto. At Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training, career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package. To apply, go to this website, statejobs.nebraska.gov. An online application must be completed. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity, veterans preference employer.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. More Breakfast Show coming your way shortly. Right now, we're going to hear from a guy that celebrated a birthday less than a week ago. Can't remember the exact day, but I love this guy. I love his music, and any opportunity to continue to play his music, even if it's nearly a week after his birthday, I will take that opportunity. Here's Alan Jackson.
getting dependable service right here in Broken Bow. Free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for just buying local. So no need to travel outside of the area to get your hearing checked. Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. So set up your appointment today. Call 308-384-3852. 308-384-3852 for the Nebraska Land Hearing Center. You'll find their office in downtown Broken Bow. They're located in the Broken Bow Chamber office in downtown Broken Bow. Some other things that we want to tell you about: Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts. Every month they always put together some special drinks, and I love the titles that they give to their special drinks because it's always kind of related to the month that it is. So as you can imagine, some of their special drinks for the month of October kind of have a Halloween theme to them. The Spookalicious Chai, a mixture of vanilla chai, pumpkin, and cinnamon. The Caramel Apple Cider. Toasty Mocha, chocolate sauce and toasted marshmallow mix. The Jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin spice and caramel. The London Fog, Earl Grey tea, vanilla, and steamed milk. Their drinks can be ordered iced, blended, or hot at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts here in Broken Bow. And while you're in there enjoying a delicious drink, grab a delicious pastry or one of Sarah's sweets. And they also want to let you know that they have chicken salad sandwich for lunch, or you can grab one of their breakfast sandwiches. You'll find them just east of the courthouse in Broken Bow, right off Highway 2. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 1, Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow.
All right. And what else is happening?
One more thing. Quality Senior Villages, a wonderful care facility here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, specializing in assisted living care for those battling through Alzheimer's and dementia. Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow believes that an active life is a nurturing experience. At their facility, residents can thrive and live an active lifestyle. Activities can bring about a feeling and sense of self-worth and well-being. Some of the things they do there at Quality Senior Villages: physical activities. They watch movies, music, crafts, games, exercise, gardening, cooking, and outings in their new outdoor area. So to find out more about the facility and what they offer, please contact Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow by calling 872-6387.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent. Our next guest is on the phone, and we're going to be learning about an event that is coming up later on this week on Friday. Looks like there's a lot of interesting moving pieces to this, and it all rotates right around a very good cause. Trent Luce is on the phone. Good morning, Trent.
Good morning, Jeremy. I almost thought you were going to say our next guest is on the loose, which is literally what we've been, is on the loose. I'm in Minnesota, Murray County, Minnesota at the moment. We are on a 7-state, 7-stop, 1,850-mile tour. I've got two guys with Scotland that are traveling with me. I've got a whole crew of people, and we're just stopping at all of these places, having discussion about regaining control for the farmer. But we are coming to Broken Bow. We're going to come close to home on Friday, and that's what we need to talk about.
It sounds like it, and you know that you're in a pretty involved travel expedition when you have to start considering whether or not to have an oil change when you get back home, or right in the middle of the trail, right?
Well, actually, Rebecca Cunningham is running with us. She is a master of media, and she's recording and streaming and doing all of that type of stuff. And she's got an old red line, what do they call it, a Bluebird bus that she uses. And it's got a 7.3 diesel engine, and it's got two brand-new tires on the front as a result of yesterday's activity and one of them not working out so good. So there's a lot of things happen when you travel 2,000 miles 7 days in a row.
It certainly sounds like it. Well, Trent, let's talk about this event coming up on Friday. You mentioned kind of what your tour is about, but this stop on Friday has some particulars about it that have a very local impact as well.
You know, Jeremy, when we started planning this tour a couple of months ago, and I wanted to come close to our house, obviously we live in Sherman County by hazard, but I wanted to get into Custer County, and there's a couple of reasons. I wanted to show the world, because these guys are going to go back to the United Kingdom on Saturday, and show the world what Custer County really means to the beef industry. Show Custer County how important the beef industry is to the state and to the nation. And just as a reminder, we typically talk about Custer County being 1 or 2 in terms of cow-calf behind Cherry County. Sometimes we get ahead of Cherry County, sometimes we don't. And then we obviously know that we're one of the top counties in the nation for fed beef and the cattle on feed. So I wanted to get into Custer County, and then one thing led to another, and I heard about Brecken Tierney and the Tierney family. It was such a great reputation and their contribution. I said, you know what, we're going to tie in what we're doing, which is from 4 to 6 o'clock. We're actually recording a live radio show with tremendous involvement from the audience. And that's, you would understand this, Jeremy, as a person in the radio, you want to make sure you're including something that's relevant to people. So this week we've allowed the people in our audience to drive the discussion. And so we'll be doing that from 4 to 6 at the Custer County Fairgrounds this Friday on October the 27th. And then I wanted to say, we can't come to Custer County with doing something Western. So I got tied up with Derry Mayfield from Seward. He's got some of the best ranch bronc horses, I've been told, in the country. And so from 6 until 8, we are going to have a ranch bronc riding competition with 6 women that are entered. And I believe we've got 24 guys entered in this, so there'll be ranch bronc riding from 6 to 8. We're on the road right now selling raffle tickets. Certified Piedmontese has donated a freezer filler of $1,000 worth of beef, and we're selling raffle tickets. 100% of the proceeds from that raffle are going to the Tierney family to help with Brecken's expenses, but not only her expenses, but what the family's enduring by holding an apartment in Omaha and all of those things. It takes a lot of money. But it's just about rallying the community around agriculture, around the beef industry, and around a family in our community that's in a time of need. So from 4 to 8 o'clock on Friday night, the 27th, you're going to have a tremendous amount of excitement and opportunity and camaraderie. And we have moved it. I just talked to Derry this morning. We've had the opportunity and the option at the fairgrounds to go inside, and so we will be having that inside the bronc riding on Friday evening.
Well, it sounds like you've really kind of checked the 3 main boxes when it comes to an event in central Nebraska. You've got discussion about something that's impactful to people around this area. You've got a little bit of rodeo and bronc riding action. Of course, everyone wants to always get out in the arena. And then you've got the good cause as well. We've heard the story of Brecken, and something like leukemia, something hard for anyone at any age to go through, but certainly something that a 5-year-old should never have to experience. And people can go out to this event and learn about the topics you're discussing. They can have some fun with the bronc riding, but they can help out the Tierney family as well.
When you talk to Michael about his 5-year-old daughter, about every third word is her bravery. And I just think there's such a lesson. She is sharing with us how brave we all need to be in the world that we live in today, and her bravery is something that we're just capitalizing on and going to bring and use as an example to go forward for all of us.
And I know Michael, Candace, and Holt are there by her side, keeping her grounded. And I know that any of the times that I've been able to see any of the pictures of Brecken, she's still got that big smile of hers and that great energy. And I know that that's what everyone wants to help support and give her a little bit more help and her family some help as well.
Just to tell you how important this has gotten to be to everybody involved, Brittany Miller, who is one of our bronc riding women from Montana, she saw yesterday that the weather forecast was going to be a problem. They're talking about 2 feet of snow in Billings, not in Custer County, in Billings, Montana. So she bought a plane ticket to fly to get here a day early so that she was not kept from the event due to weather. That tells you how important it is to the people that are putting it on.
That is so incredibly special, and we'll encourage people to go to this event. Like you said, it's been moved inside. It's at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Events kind of start around 4 o'clock, but then the bronc riding and mutton busting kind of starts at 6 o'clock. Trent, if people want some more information about this event coming up on Friday, where should they head, or who should they call?
They they can call me. My number is fairly easy to find, or go to loosetailsmedia.com. That's LOOSTALES media.com. Don't spell Loose Tails wrong on the internet, or you might get some places you don't want to be.
All right. Well, that's some really good advice, Trent. I appreciate that. I'll be extremely careful when I'm typing that in. Is there anything about the day, Trent, that we didn't ask you about that we should get on the air for our listeners of the Breakfast Show this morning?
No, it's like all events. This is going to be what the people who show up make it out to be, and with the momentum that we currently have, it's just going to be a fantastic time to celebrate life in Custer County, Nebraska, and pay tribute to those that have made it happen.
All right. Well, Trent, thanks for joining us this morning, and hope the rest of your journey goes swimmingly. Hopefully 2 new tires is all that you have to endure along that trail.
Yeah, that'll be it. I'm just anxious. I could not go through South Dakota without taking 2 guys from Scotland to Aberdeen, so I'm sure we're going to have some fun with that later today.
There you go. Sounds great. Thanks for joining us, Trent. Have a good day.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye. All right. Sounds like a great event coming up on Friday, folks. Again, more information about that readily available, as you heard there, on the website, or you can call that number. But sounds like if you just head out to the fairgrounds in Broken Bow, the Custer County Fairgrounds, starting at 4 o'clock with that discussion, the bronc riding and mutton busting for the kids. That starts at 6. And then, of course, the benefit for the Tierney family going on with concessions available as well. Anything that we didn't touch on, Brent, during today's show that we should make mention of before we close?
I don't think so, Jeremy. I think we touched on all of the business items anyway that we had in front of us for today's show. Really appreciate Trent taking time out of his busy schedule to visit with us. And I would assume, folks, if you can't make it to the event to donate to the cause, call that number. I know they'll take donations. If you can't be there in person but you still want to donate, I know there's plenty of opportunities to do that.
I do know that a account has been set up at one of the local bank establishments if you would like to make a donation there. They're also doing, you may have seen the Broken Bow golf team, the girls golf team, one of their days they were wearing Brecken's Believers and Brecken's Warriors shirts. They are doing another round of ordering of those. There is a link floating around out there on social media. If you talk to anybody that's connected with the family, they can find that link for you. Purchasing a T-shirt is a great way to support the family. As I understand it, those T-shirts are being done at a cost that a large amount of the cost of the T-shirt that you pay is going directly to the family, which is great. So you can purchase those as well to help out. All right, Brent, we did it.
Yes, you're a pro, man. I think you should be in the chair for the rest of the week.
We're ending the breakfast show, and the computer's not on fire, and we're going to be able to continue on with our day. So thanks for your help.
All right, thank you.
Have a great rest of your day, everyone. That does it for the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We're just going to roll out of here with one more song, because now that I played some Alan Jackson the last time out, it has me wanting to play one more country song before we are done with our day here. This is another one of my favorite country groups. It's Brooks and Dunn, I Am That Man. Have a great rest of your day.